Hi everybody, it's Ann Katzif of Ask Design. Welcome. Today's tutorial is installing WordPress plugins. WordPress offers a lot right out of the box, but plugins enhance and extend its functionality with features like spam control, security safeguards, contact forms, and slideshows. In this tutorial, I'll show you 3 ways to install plugins. While 2 are done inside the WordPress administrative area, 1 is through FTP. I recommend using bloat-free themes that are accessible, responsive, and well-coded. Add the capabilities you need with plugins. Stay away from multi-purpose themes that come packaged with a bunch of tools and options that you may never use. These add-ons only slow down the site's speed. For the first 2 methods, you'll log into WordPress and land in the dashboard area. This is the administrative panel of the site. Part of the control panel is the left sidebar, which lists the different sections of your site. It's essentially a vertical navigation menu. So let's log into WordPress. You'll land in the dashboard, look in the left sidebar, find the plugins area. This pop-out menu will appear when you hover over the word plugins. Click on Add New, and you'll go to the Add Plugins page. Here you'll actually have 2 choices. The Search Plugins field will be used for finding free plugins in the WordPress directory. Upload Plugin button is used for uploading third-party plugins that you've purchased. So let's first use the Search Plugin method. And we'll type in the name or the function of the plugin we want. Browse the options and click on the Install button for the one that you want. In this case, we'll install the anti-spam bee. And here's the button, Install Now. WordPress will retrieve the plugin from the directory and install it. That Install Now button changes to Activate. You can activate the plugin right here, which will switch it on. Or you can activate it later by going to the Installed Plugins page. And this is where we land now. You'll see most of these at the top are already activated, but here are 2 examples of plugins that are not yet activated. So you can always do it later on this page. Depending on the plugin, you might have to configure some settings, and then you'll be done. And that's method number 1. Method number 2, same thing. You log into WordPress and in the left sidebar, find the plugins area and click on the Add New navigation label. Now, we'll use the plugin upload button for this particular method because third-party plugins that you purchase are not available in the WordPress directory. They can't be installed with the Search Plugin method. So that's why we'll have to use this Upload Plugin button. However, before you begin, make sure you've already downloaded the purchase plugin from the vendor in a zip format. Let's click on the Upload Plugin button. The upload window will appear. You can click on Choose File here, or what I like to do is just find the file on my computer and drop it into the upload area, so I'll do that now. In either case, the file you upload must be a zip archive, which is a compressed format. You can see it's here. So once it's uploaded, you can click the Install Now button, and once it's installed, you'll have that option to activate it immediately or later on. So here we can activate it here to switch it on, or go to the Installed Plugins area later to activate it. And you can see it's right here. After some settings are configured, you are done. Now let's go to the third method, which is to install plugins via FTP. It's always good to know how to install a plugin manually using FTP, which is File Transfer Protocol. Every so often, a quirky stumbling block will impede the installation from the dashboard. The web host may impose file size restrictions. Or maybe WordPress is confused when you try to install or reinstall a deactivated plugin. Knowing the manual method will help you work through any unusual circumstances. Now, before you begin, you'll need a couple of things in order to access your site files via FTP. Get the login credentials from your web host and install an FTP client, an application. I use FileZilla, but there are many other options, including Transmit, CyberDuck, and Forklift. So here are the installation steps. Download the plugin in a zip format. Now, again, free plugins can be found in the WordPress directory. Let's go there directly. Right up here, wordpress.org/plugins. Here you can search for it just as you would in the site's dashboard. Once you find what you want, back to Anti-Spam-Bee, select the plugin and click the download button. Further on down the page, there's a nice description and ratings and all this good stuff. Now, with a purchase plugin, go to the vendor, obviously purchase the plugin, and then download it in a zip format. Next, you want to unzip the compressed archive. I'm going to show you Anti-Spam-Bee. Here's the zip archive, and here's the unzipped folder. Usually double-clicking the zip archive will decompress the file, or you can use an app like Stuffit Expander to do the job. Unzipping extracts its contents into a new folder. So here we've got the zip archive and the new folder with the same name, but without the version number and the zip suffix. For FTP uploads, you upload the new folder, not the zip archive. Open the FTP client and log into your website's file directory. In the remote site window, for me it's on the left side, this is the remote site side, navigate to the plugins folder, which will be in the WP Content Plugins area. Here are all my plugins. And in the local site side, navigate to where you've stored the plugin. Upload the plugin folder from your local site to the website's plugin directory, the remote site. Now there are two common ways to do this. One is to select the file in the local site window and right-click to get the upload command. And the other way is to select the file on your computer and click and drag it into the remote site window. So let's do that. And it should appear there. It's uploading a little bit. It takes a little bit of time, and there it is. The next thing you do is log into the WordPress site, go to the Installed Plugins area, find the newly installed plugin, and activate it. And here it is. Configure the settings, and then you'll be done. That's it. So I think it's good to practice the different methods. Installing plugins will become easier the more you do it. Learn the ins and outs of each method by starting with a few key plugins and practice installing and configuring them. Here are some of my suggestions for plugins that you can practice with: an anti-spam plugin, WordFence, which is for security, some backup plugin. I use a bunch of them. Backup Buddy is one, Duplicator, Updraft, and then try a contact form. I hope this tutorial has been helpful. If you have any questions or comments, just pop them into the comment area. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.